Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I show you how to crochet cute things. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this super cute easy wallet. All you need to know to crochet them are single crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, and how to make a chain. And if you're not familiar with this, don't worry, I'll teach you in this video. So if you're ready, grab your hook and yarn and let's get started. We're going to make a slip knot to start our project. For that, wrap the yarn around your hook like this, and then put the tail on top of the long side of the yarn. And then go ahead and yarn over and pull the yarn through the only loop you have on your hook. Tighten it, and then we're going to chain. Chain is so easy. All you gotta do is yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. And you're going to repeat the same thing for 22 times. Yarn over and pull it through the loop. As you can see, we got a lot of V shapes here, which we count each of them as a stitch. And now we're going to skip 2 V shapes or 2 chains and go through the third one and work a half double crochet into it. For double crochet, we need to yarn over first and then skip 2 chains, and into the third one, insert our hook, yarn under, and pull up a loop. Now we got 3 loops on our hook. And then we're going to yarn over again and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. And we're going to repeat the same thing into all the chains, except the first 2 chains that we skipped. That means by the end of the first round, we should have 20 half double crochets or 20 stitches. So go ahead and work 1 half double crochet in each stitch. So just go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn under and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull it through all 3 loops, and repeat it for 20 times. When there's just 1 chain left, go ahead and work a half double crochet into it and add 2 more half double crochets into the same chain, because we want to turn around and work another 20 half double crochets into the other side of our chains. Once you made that 2 half double crochets, look at your work. You can see that there's 20 chains and we need to work half double crochets into them, 1 in each stitch. So I'm going to work a half double crochet into it, but not into the same chain that we worked 3 half double crochets in it. Instead, work a half double crochet into the next chain. Yarn under and pull another loop and pull the yarn through all 3 loops. Keep the tail between the half double crochets you're working, so it will be hidden very neatly. And into the next chain, repeat the same steps again till you're done with the first round. And when you reach to the last chain, go ahead and work 2 half double crochets into the same chain. Then connect them together by inserting a slip stitch into the very first stitch that you made. It should look like this once you finish the first round. We're going to make a chain to start round 2. And then mark it to keep track. And each round we have a front loop, which is here, and a back loop. And we're going to insert single crochets into the back loops only. So insert your hook into the next chain and grab just the back loop. Yarn under and pull up a loop. Then yarn over and pull the yarn through the both loops. And into the next stitch again, insert your hook, grab the back loop only, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull the yarn through the both loops. One more time, insert your hook into the next stitch, back loop only, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull it through the two loops. And repeat this until you hit 44 stitches. When you reach to the end, skip the first chain you made and go straight to the next stitch, which is your very first half double crochet, and insert a slip stitch. This is how it looks like by the end of round 2. To start round 3, we're going to make a chain again and mark it to don't lose where's the beginning part. This time we're going to insert our hook into the whole stitch to work our single crochets like this. While for the previous round, we were working into the back loops only, but this time we're going to work into the whole stitch. So go ahead and insert your hook into the whole stitch, yarn under and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull it through the both loops. One more time into the next stitch, work a single crochet, and then we're going to repeat this for all the stitches until we hit 44 stitches. This is my last single crochet, and now I'm going to remove the bobby pin. Here is the chain that we make at the beginning of every single round. So skip it now and go through the next stitch. Insert a slip stitch and make a chain to start round 4. This is the result of working 3 rounds. Now let's go for the next round. For the 4th round again, we're going to repeat the same pattern all the way around. 1 chain, 44 single crochets, and then a slip stitch at the end. This pattern should be repeated, not just for the 4th round, but for all the rounds up to the 13th. Make sure your stitches are nice and tight and use a hook that's smaller than the recommended size so you can have nice and compact stitches at the end with no gaps. Exactly like what I made. Look how neat the stitches are. This is how it looks like by the end of round 13, and now I'm going to work slip stitches into the stitches of the last row because it looks like so unfinished. Into every single stitches, insert your hook, yarn under, pull up a loop, and pull the first loop through the second one. After the 44th slip stitch, cut the yarn and fasten off. Grab your needle and weave it through the stitches and try to hide the tail. When you did it for some stitches, you can cut the yarn. Now let's crochet the white part or the top. Make a slip knot and chain 19, a few less than the pink part. This is how mine looks like after the 19th chain. And now I'm going to skip the first stitch of the hook and insert my hook into the second one and work a single crochet. So insert your hook into it, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the both loops. Into the next chain again, we're going to work a single crochet. We skipped one chain. That means at the end of the first round we should have 18 stitches or 18 single crochets. So go ahead and work 18 single crochets all the way down. When you reach to the end, go ahead and make a chain like this and then turn your work, and then we're going to work our single crochets into the wrong side. But don't worry, the stitches are still obvious and you can clearly see them. This one chain counts as a stitch. So skip the very first stitch and insert your hook into the second one from the hook. And then go ahead and work 17 single crochets all the way down, because we count the first stitch as a stitch. So at the end we have 18 stitches total. When you worked your last single crochet, to start the next round, go ahead and make a chain. And then turn your work and work 17 single crochets all the way back. Work single crochets until you hit 18 stitches, exactly like the previous round. And we're going to repeat the same pattern for all the rounds, and it's not just for the second or the third round. You can also use double crochets or half double crochets instead of single crochets into your stitches, which will help you finish faster, but I prefer to work single crochets for tighter and neater stitches. So it's completely up to you to choose which one. And keep in mind, if you don't skip that very first stitch, the edges won't be straight and it will be wavy. And I'm sure you don't want that. And then at the end, we'll do slip stitches all around to complete it. And guys, please don't ignore this little bump over here and make sure you work single crochet into it. Otherwise, the result of your work won't be so perfect. So what I mean by that, let me show you. Go ahead and work a chain, but don't insert a single crochet into the same stitch with your chain coming out of it. If you do it, the result will be like this. And honestly, it doesn't look so good. And instead of doing that, go straight to the second stitch. And you will have this beautiful straight edge. This is my last single crochet. And I'm done. I'm at the end of round 28 and it looks pretty unfinished. So we should do slip stitches around the edges. We need to work slip stitches on all 4 sides to finish it up. So after the last single crochet, go ahead and insert your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull it through the first loop. Do the same thing for the next stitch as well. And go ahead and work a slip stitch into every single stitch. I worked slip stitches on the right side, but I still didn't reach to the left. And the difference is quite clear, so make sure you don't skip this part. Now I'm going to continue and work slip stitches to complete the round. This is the last slip stitch that I have to work, and then I'm going to fasten up. And this is how it looks like so far. To hide the tail, you can use a needle and weave it between the stitches. Last time I used a needle, and now I'm going to use a hook for those who don't like using needles. After some stitches, you can cut the yarn. Set up the base and the lid together, and once you're happy with the placement, bring your needle and the black yarn and skip 6 rows. Go through the 7th round and push your needle out of it from behind to front. Skip 2 rounds to the up and insert your hook into the stitch right above it, and then pull it down. And here's how you can make the eyes. And now let's go for the other eye. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Into the 4th one, bring your needle out into the same stitch as the previous eye, and bring your needle out, and then go ahead and skip 2 stitches down. Insert your hook into it, pull the yarn, and here's how to make the eyes. We used 2 rounds for the eyes, and now we're going to push our needle out in between those 2 rounds. Skip 2 stitches toward the left and 2 stitches downward. And here's the first one. Go 1 stitch up and skip a stitch to the left. Pull the yarn, and here's the second one. Go 1 stitch up again into the same line. Skip 2 stitches to the left and 2 stitches upwards. Pull the yarn, and here you go. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side as well. But instead of going to the left, we're going to the right. Skip 3 stitches from the right eye. skip 2 stitches to the left, 2 stitches to the down. Make sure that the whiskers on the right side are aligned with the whiskers on the left side, so that they aren't uneven and they look good. And then go 1 stitch up. And then again for the last one, go 1 stitch up, skip 2 stitches to the right and 2 stitches upward. Tie a double knot and make sure it's not too tight that it makes your work curve upwards like this. Here's how it looks like so far. And then let's go for the ears. For ears, we need a magic ring. For magic ring, grab the tail of the yarn and then wrap it around your 2 fingers. Take both sides with your fingers and make 2 parallel lines. Grab your hook, insert it from the second loop and grab the first one, pull it through, twist it up and grab this part of the yarn from under and make a chain. Pull your fingers out and here you have a magic ring. And we're going to work 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So go ahead and insert your hook into it, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull it through the both loops. Repeat this for 5 more times. Make sure you have this tail on your hook while you're working a single crochet, because it's so important and we need it later. Now I worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochets and now I'm going to pull this tail that I told you about it. I'm gonna pull it to close the magic ring. Now make a chain, turn the work like that. Now insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn under, pull up a loop and work a single crochet and do the same thing for the next stitch as well, and the next one, and for all the stitches. Into the last stitch, go ahead and work 2 single crochets. So you should have 7 stitches by the end of round 2. Now I'm going to take this tail to the other side to be easier to sew. Now go ahead and make another one as well, and let's sew them to the wallet. Place them first, and once you're happy with the placement, you can start sewing. Now go ahead and sew the other ear exactly like the first one. And now let's sew the base to the lid. I want to sew the edges to the base to complete the wallet. Make sure to place the base and the lid correctly, because once you start sewing, you won't be able to fix it. Weave your needle between some stitches inside the base part to make it secure and hide it well. And now let's go sew a snap button on the wallet and blush it a little bit, and then we're done. This is the final result and I hope you like it. If it was useful for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorial videos. See you in the next one. Bye!